Cheap Not Bro fam, what's happening? It's Wednesday and it's time for the Wednesday rant. And boy, I got a rant for you. They playing with our money. They playing with your money. They playing with my money. They giving the damn money away. And they're not even giving it away to the people that even stay here. What's the hell going on? Welcome to the Wednesday rant. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If your first time, make sure it's not your last time. And if you're here last time, come back again. Y'all know what I'm saying. Anyway, Wednesday rant, we gonna get into it, man, because it's a lot. It's a lot to get into tonight. Now, I don't know if you tuned in on Monday night. I ran to start talking about this story where in California, they're proposing that immigrants get $150,000 towards homes. Illegal immigrants. You're not a citizen. You don't live here. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do my research on this and I'm going to figure out what the hell is going on. Because that sounds like a damn good deal for you not to be a U.S. citizen. So I had to say, okay, let me look into this stuff and make sure I do my research before I get on here talking about folk. But yeah, this is true. They are really, this is a real thing. I said, okay, because a lot of people commented on the video. I did a video on it. People say, oh, this is fake news. It ain't fake news. It is real. And it's actually called Assembly Bill 1840. AB 1840. AB 1840. That's what the bill is called. And that's what they're trying to do. It was introduced by Joachim Ambrula. That's how you say, what, based off his name, he's not from here. Joachim Ambrula. That's his name. That is the politician that introduced this bill. Now, I thought this was some crazy bill that California just came up with. No, it's not. Sound like an illegal immigrant and damn self introduced this bill. But yes, Joachim Ambrula seeks to expand the California Dream program for all to include undocumented immigrants. This program, which provides up to 20% down payment assistance capped at $150,000 for first-generation homebuyers, that would be renamed under the Home Purchase Assistance Program under this bill. So right now, they have this bill for Californians, right? People who live in California, pay taxes in California, all that. They currently have a program called California Dreamers Program. And the California Dreamers Program is a state initiative aimed at helping first-time home buyers, particularly those low to moderate income households, achieve home ownership in California. Here's an overview of the program. Key features: shared appreciation loan. The loan provides shared appreciation loans to qualified buyers. These loans are structured so that the state helps with the down payment. In return, the state shares appreciation in the home's value when the house is sold or refinanced. Now, what this is not telling you, here's the loan structure. The loan under this program provides, the loans provided under this program are second mortgages, meaning they are subordinate to the primary mortgage. This assistance can be significant with a 20% of the home's purchase provided down payment. That's not all the details. They're not telling you everything I want to know. So this thing is also charging you 15%. You got to pay interest on this loan. This is not an interest-free loan. California Dreamers loan is not an interest-free loan. Now, I did some other research. You do have to pay interest back on this loan. Now, for the illegal immigrants, they're trying to make it an interest-free loan. Like, we're going to give you the money, you have to pay it back. Hell no. People aren't responsible when you don't have to pay anything back. You just get money and go on haul ass. No, nobody's responsible with that. That's what they're trying to do. Now, this hasn't passed. It's still a bill. It still has to go to the governor's desk, and he has to pass it. But what y'all think? Do y'all think this should pass? I'm going to say no. But somebody on here might be thinking, oh, yeah, we should give them money. Listen. I don't know anywhere you're going to go to anybody's country without any documentation. Just sign up, be there, and just expect to get some free money, get some free resources. It don't work like that nowhere. So it's not like America's doing anything exclusive to the world. You can't go to France, Germany, nowhere. Nigeria, Asia, China, South America, Colombia. You're not going to nobody's country, pulling up and becoming a citizen in 15 minutes. You're not doing it. They're not letting you do it. You got to pay taxes. Now, under this bill, what they are saying is, in order to get this, you as an illegal immigrant, you have to have a social security number and pay taxes. or a tax ID number. Okay, fair enough. But why should you just go through the whole process and become a citizen? Everybody else has to become a citizen. Everybody else has to become a citizen to have these things. So I don't think, and home ownership is really hard to come by. A lot of Americans cannot get homes. We have a real crisis in America with people trying to own homes because you have a lot of corporations buying up the homes. And then once they buy up the home, they own it. They want to rent it back out. And what you're paying in rent, you could have been paying in mortgage. And people are just not doing that. So we have a problem here in America. All the corporations are buying up everything, and that doesn't help anybody in America. So these illegal immigrants, you come over here. Let's say you get a tax ID number and you're paying taxes. Okay, great, but you shouldn't be entitled because you come from. Now, let's be clear. Now, let's not just say this is like just Mexicans. You have immigrants who come from Africa. You have immigrants come from Mexico, immigrants that come from Asia, Europe. You have immigrants that come from all over the country. So this is not exclusive just to Mexicans. Because a lot of people just think, oh, this is all about Mexican illegal immigrants. No, this is people who come from everywhere, anywhere that gets illegal immigrant. You're not a United States citizen. So you can't be entitled to the same benefits. Look, if we're in this club, if I've been a part of this club 10 years and you just walked in before me and you didn't pay no membership, no dues, you don't know nobody, and they're gonna give you more benefits than me, hell no, I'm leaving the club. No, because I want to be treated better than other people. I don't want to be treated the same. No, nobody wants to be treated the same. I want to be treated better than other people, especially if I pay more money, especially I'm exclusive to this group. If this is my house, if this is your neighborhood, you should get treated better in your neighborhood than an outsider, right? That's what I'm saying. But they're currently not doing that. Now, here's what I don't understand. If you have a tax ID and a social security number, shouldn't you be on your way to U.S. citizenship? I know it's hard to become a U.S. citizen, but shouldn't you be on your way to U.S. citizenship if you have those things? You got a tax ID, you're paying state tax, you're paying taxes. Okay, great. You need a social security number. Okay. Driver's license, some kind of ID card. Do you have an identification card? Because that's what we got here. If you're born here, you got a social security card, you got an ID card, right? That's what we got. So, shit, they pretty much had the same thing. Look here. I don't think that program, that's too good of a program for illegal immigrants to get homes. That program needs to be exclusive for first-time home buyers, U.S. citizens, California state residents. That's just guys got how it be. Say what you want, be mad at it. But look, hey, first come, first serve. We were here first. We were born here. We need that. We need the resources. It's not like it's getting a house is easy. Like, help them get an apartment or something else. But no, you can't be giving $150,000 of interest-free money to illegal immigrants. That's a slap in the face of Americans here. And then that's also pissing off the Democratic Party. Because if Gavin Newsom signs this, which is our governor, you're going to piss a lot of people off, a whole lot of people. And I don't think you're getting any votes for that. Now, I'm not for Trump at all, but damn it, I'm not for illegal people coming over here getting shit ahead of me. I am not for that. No. Here's the thing. If you watch the presidential election right now, it's not about policy. It's about the president. It's about the personality. This is about personality, not policy. You got to go do your research and really figure out what the hell is going on. If you really want to know what's going on, you got to do all your research and look all that stuff up. It's not out there. It's not out there. But damn it, I don't know why California is doing this. We pay the highest gas tax. We pay state taxes. We pay the highest taxes of damn near anybody in the country. I think. I'm not sure. But I know we pay really high. We definitely pay the highest gas tax in the country when we go to the pump. But how you got people coming over here? You got people born and raised here, went to your schools, homegrown, worked 15, 20 years, got an education, paid state taxes to go to college, and here it is time to get a house. They got a kid and a family, and you're giving other people who just been here 20 minutes $150,000, and you're not giving people who've been here homegrown the money. That don't make no sense, and I don't see how you're gonna. I don't see how you're gonna stay in office like that. He's not. They're gonna have to get his ass up out of there. They're gonna have to get him up out of there doing that. So, what y'all think about this? What do y'all think about this? Oh yeah, legal status. The bill passed in California Senate with a 23-11 vote, and this is awaiting a final vote in the Assembly before potentially being sent to the Governor Gavin Newsom. If signed, law would take effect immediately due to the budget constraints. The law would not take effect. Would not take effect immediately due to budget constraints. You're damn right. You don't have a budget for everybody here right now. How you find $150,000 for these people? Now, it is a lottery. It is a lottery. Everybody can't just get it. They got to pick your head out of a bucket. But I don't know how many people they're going to give this to. How many people are getting this? They're not discussing that. The program aims to assist more individuals in retrieving homeownership, but it has sparked debate. Proponents argue the home ownership should be accessible all, while opponents believe state resources should prioritize legal residents. Because you pay state taxes, baby. You got to pay state. You pay more tax. You pay all kinds of state taxes. You got to pay for registration when you drive your car. You pay taxes, employment tax, unemployment tax. You pay sales tax. You pay all these taxes. But yeah, you're gonna have people come up here and get free stuff for me. No, 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 no. And I'm not. And like I said, it's just not about Mexican people coming over here. It's about anybody just coming over here, skipping over you, getting a house. Can you imagine you over here at your house and your mortgage is $700 and the guy next to you is just moved in, don't speak no English, not taking care of the yard, and his mortgage is $150? You're gonna be pissed off. You find out his mortgage is $150. Well, the state's paying everything for me. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. Now let's go back to the California Dreamers program. Let's go back to the California Dreamers program. All right. California's Dreamers program income requirements. Participants must meet certain income requirements based on their household size. The county where the house is being purchased. Man, that's crap. We need some numbers, baby. We don't need all that. What are the numbers? What are the numbers? California Dreamers program income requirements. I'm about to look that up right now. California Dream, because I need to know how much money you got to make. Because sometimes these program numbers be so ridiculous, you can't get in. Income requirements. Let's see. Give me the income requirement. Because they might say, oh, you can get this program, sounds great, but I don't meet it. Man, throw me some real numbers. Real numbers. All right, here we go. The income limits for California Dream program vary by county. These limits typically set between a percentage of a median income, which can range from 80 to 120%. AMI still not giving me no numbers. I need some numbers. 60,000, 70,000, 120,000, but I'm pretty sure these numbers are so damn low, it's not realistic for anybody to get in. It's not. These programs, they sound good, but when you really look down at the statistics, I mean, you look at all the credentials, you're like, this is garbage. Nobody can get in this. You work 1 hour extra at work, you're out of the program. It's trash. Our homeless yo, Josh Brown, what's happening? Our homeless population is out of control and they're just allowing illegal benefits. Yes. And free money from homes and food. We live in the twilight zone. Yes, they are. I mean, hell, you got people just, I mean, look, bottom line is this. It just boiled down to this. You're in school. You've been in class 6-7 weeks, 9-10 weeks. You got a good relationship with your teacher. Everything is cool, right? Bam. You get some new cats that come in, no problem. However, let's say y'all been getting cupcakes. Y'all get cupcakes on Fridays, all right? These new cats come in, they give them a whole sheet cake to take home to their family. Wait a minute. Why do they get sheet cakes and we getting cupcakes? I got a problem with that. I was here first. I'll put my dues in. And look, I'm not saying nobody should get no help, but Americans don't even have a program. Look, it'd be different if Americans had the same program and you're going to do it for somebody else. But we don't even have a program. It's hard for people to get a house. It's very, very difficult to get a house. Closing costs is high. You got to save a hell of a lot of money. You got to have a certain income. And hold up, time out. Yo, what's up, V? Whoa, yo, V from LA. What's happening, bro? Think about this though. You got to consider this. All right, we're talking about illegal immigrants getting homes. How much you making? Yes, you got a social security number, tax ID. How much are you making to buy a house in California? The average house in Los Angeles County is about $800,000. And that's not even renovated. That's like an old house with the piping messed up. You got to fix it. So how much are you making if you're an illegal immigrant and you're coming over here making the same amount as a legal immigrant and y'all competing in salaries? Well, damn, that's a lot. I mean, I'm just saying. Only Mexicans can buy land in Mexico, anywhere else near the coast. Exactly. Look, only Mexicans, what did it say? Only Mexicans can buy land in Mexico and anywhere near the coast. Nobody else can. Look, it's California, man. California is hard for residents, man. Y'all be busting us upside the head. Also, how you spell your name? Janice go, oh, appreciate the comment. Thank you for tuning in tonight. It's already, look, California busting you upside the head with state taxes. They're hitting you upside the head. We got to pay parking tickets. We got to pay outrageous Sales tax, you're getting bust upside the head at the pumps. Okay, it's overcrowded. All right, hell, you ever call the police? It take a minute. The police take 20, 35 minutes, 20, 30, 40 minutes to get to you. Resources already stretched out, and you're just bringing in people and getting homes, man. I don't. You got to have a better program for the. You have to have a better program for the people in the state than people from out of the country. It just don't work like. It just don't work like that. I left LA because the illegals took all the blue collar work. Damn, all the blue collar work. Yeah, man. Now here's what I do. Here's what they do need to do. They do need to bring U.S. jobs back because I don't know if y'all realize this a lot. A lot. A lot of these companies get so wealthy and so rich because they got people working out the country for a little bit of nothing. They jack the price up back over here, and that's how they make all that money. I mean, you see AI. They're trying to go. What they're trying to go to driverless trucks. They're trying to. What are they trying to do? Shit. Well, driverless trucks. That's a huge thing in itself. Driverless trucks. I mean, fast food restaurants. You got people automated, not working. So they're reducing people being in places. You know, face to face. Now, however, I don't think all the jobs are going away. I do not think so. I just think it's going to be new type of jobs. I think it's going to be harder to get them. I don't think it's going to be easy just to get out of high school and just go get a job. You're going to need some kind of training. You're going to need something because those kind of jobs that you used to be able to go get, well, AI is doing. They got robots doing that. So you got to do something else. Like, think about it. But this is nothing new. This is nothing new. You got to think about when cars got started. Detroit was running off of automobiles, the auto industry. Detroit, hey, the city of Detroit tanked. Now, government messed that up. The government, they mismanaged funds. I'm in Shasta. I just rescued a dog from the cartel, left to die on pro cannabis, but they destroyed it. Wow, that's wow. Are they going to do any red tape like they do black people? Because as a 1099 independent contractor worker, I have to provide as many paperwork. It's a headache to get a loan as an American. Yeah, that is true, man. Yeah, they really make you jump through some hoops, especially as a, like a 1099. You got to have they want you to go back so many years. They want you to, you got to provide all the taxes that you've paid, and you can't really have any missteps. They don't want you to have any debt. They really make it hard for you. And if you think about this, think about home ownership. Just think about, take all the legal aliens out, take all that out. Think about the banks in a house. You build a house in 1950. House is built 1950. Okay, somebody moves in it at 20 years old. 1950. You stay there 50 years. Okay, 50 years. You're now 70. 1950. Now year 2000. Man sells the house, moves to Florida. Cool. House is on the market in 2000. House gets bought again. Young person, 20 years old. Sell it again, fix the house back up. You're going to sell it again. He keep it another 15 years. In 100 years, they had two people buy a house that paid on it for 50 years. Now, okay, well, that's a long time. You got the mortgage. You'll probably pay the mortgage off in 20 years. Let's take that back. That math is bad. That math is bad. 1950, he's 20 years old. He buys the home. He keeps the house 20 years, pays off the mortgage. It's now 1970. Bam, better math. It's now 1970. All right. 1970 had the house 20 years. He sells it. The bank sells the house again. Another 20-year mortgage. 1970, 1990. All right. Boom. Person buys a house again, completes the mortgage over 20 years. 1990 to what? 2010. That's 3 times you sold that house. And each time the bank, they don't do nothing. They don't fix up the house. They don't do none of that. All they do is sell you the loan. They sell the loan, increase the interest over and over and over. That's why housing, that's why they say it's the American dream. No, it's the American dream for the bank, because the bank can sell a house 1,000 times. Bank keeps selling the house over and over and over. And there's just the loan. They're just providing the loan. That's it. That's all they're doing. The bank makes a killing. So my next step to figure out this is who's benefiting from this? Because for you to give $150,000 to illegal immigrants loans, well, damn it, how does this make sense? Because there's a lot of pushback. Best believe a lot of people are pushing back. This sounds dumb. It really sounds dumb. But who's benefiting on this? Somebody's got to be making some money off of this. Somebody's got to be making money. Oh yeah. Navy Federal was getting sued right now because of paying loans. Yes, they were doing that with black people. Navy Federal was doing that. So, and here's the thing. That's another big thing about banks. I mean, not about banks, but about buying a house. The appraisal. I don't know if y'all done. Have y'all ever heard any stories about appraisals about black people? Like, just Google or go to YouTube and do appraisal stories, horror appraisal stories, black people, and you'll see all these stories about black people going to get their house appraised and how it's really, really low. Numbers are changed. House might be valued at what, 700,000. They'll get it appraised at 500,000. Okay, great. Then they'll hire a white person. They'll get some white people, pay and get it appraised again, and it's appraised so much higher. Now, what do you do about this? Because it's not like it's a list or a sheet that says you have to appraise this, appraise that. Appraiser's a white person. They get to pick the number. There's not really a lot of stipulations about how the houses are appraised. That's how this keeps happening. And this is not coming up in a presidential election, because when you get your house appraised, what standards are you really going by? Because if you really went by some real standards and some real metrics, it wouldn't matter if you're black or white. It wouldn't matter, because it has to be a person's opinion to appraise my house. For a black person to come in and get this number, white person to come in and get this number, Chinese person to come in and get this number. Well, where's the standard? Because last time I checked, when you have a car tire, standard 35 pounds of air in a car tire. Doesn't matter if you're black, white, Chinese. 35 pounds goes in that tire, because that's the standard. When it's appraisal, there is no standard. You can do whatever the hell you want. Now, if there was no standard with air tires, you can put 10 pounds of air in a black person's tire, 35 pounds of air in a white person's tire, and 15 pounds of air in a Chinese person's tire. You could, because there's no standard. And when it comes to appraisals, they don't have no standard. That's why they can. It's all racial systematic, and white people know how to play the game. Yep, because they wrote the game. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. We're not going to argue about that. Banks are too big to fail. Oh yeah, the system's propped up on the banks. Yeah, and banks, banks ain't going nowhere. They're here to stay. You're gonna have to deal with that. Check out the squatting in Seattle. Crazy. Oh man, whoa, squatting, and oh man, illegal aliens. Let's talk about that. You're talking about the loans. What about the squatting going on? Because a guy put out a video to show how, if you're an illegal alien, how to gain squatters' rights, because you can jump in. You can get in a vacant house. Create the fake contract and put a person through hell to try to get you out, because California has a lot of friendly vagrant laws. California has a whole lot of friendly vagrant laws. They let people just come stay in your place and do whatever the hell they want. It's ridiculous. But what y'all think about this? Man? What y'all think? What do y'all think about this? Because like I said, this is a real issue. This is not coming up in a presidential election. This is happening in New York. Now, the governor of Texas will never, Texas governor, he would never do that. No, they are completely opposite against that. But where's the money coming from? That's what I did research, and I couldn't find that. Is this coming from property tax, sales tax? Is this coming from the wealth tax? Where are the tax dollars? Because all the money that the government gives is tax dollars. And what banks are going to sign off on this? I'm like, well, who's going to be the bank to sponsor this? That's what I wanted to know. Because the government, state of California don't have no bank. They have other banks. So who's going to issue the money, and who's going to sponsor this? Who's going to sponsor all this money? Because there's a lot of money that's going out. Just a lot of money. Joshua can't get the paperwork from him. No, you can't get the paperwork, man. But this is and it's not like, say, people just think it's about Mexicans. Like, no. You got immigrants that come over here with money. You do have immigrants that come over here with a little money. Now, what if you come over here illegal immigrant and you got some money? Then what? Now you're skipping over people in America who don't have it as good as you. Because some of these people come over here with a lot of money. They got businesses back home, and they come over here to try to make some more money. And if these people, illegal immigrants, can loophole, because it doesn't, you have to show your taxes, and it is a lottery. But, some people can scam the system. If somebody comes over here with some money and starts skipping ahead of Americans without money, well, then we got a problem. But hey, when is America ever? When's the last time America looked out for poor people of color, black people? Never. They don't look out for poor people really at all. But hey, this is it. This is a thing. Now, if you're trying to buy a house, trying to get a home, this should be concerning for you. However, this should also prompt you to go look for some more programs, because there might be a program that fits you. Now, see, here's the thing about programs. A lot of people think, oh, you got to be poor, you got to be, black, Mexican, or whatever, white, poor and white. You got a lot of time people think you got to be poor to go on a program. There's programs for rich people. There's programs for every person in America. Billionaires got programs. Thousandaires got programs. Millionaires programs. People with no money got programs. You got to go find your program. You got to go find a program that works for you. Government always giving out money. They're going to take your money, but they'll give it right back to you if you go find a program. You can take that program and make some more money, but you got to do the research. They are not about to put all government programs that benefit you on a billboard. That ain't happening. That's not going to happen. So if you're looking for, well, where do I find these billboards? You got to go read. You got to go research. You got to get on Google. Got to get on ChatGPT. A lot of white tweakers there. I bet. I bet there's a lot going on in Seattle. I've seen Portland too. Portland got a lot of that crazy shit going on too. But man, illegal aliens. This is California, so I live in California. I'm picking up the story in California. Anybody else? Where y'all from? Where y'all from? This is happening in your state, in your city. Are you noticing influx of people who are not from the state? Because this also happens in state. You got U.S. citizens coming in other states, running people out, getting programs. Shit, people relocating that got a lot of money. They coming in and pushing people out. Every city I've gone to, I've been a lot of cities. I've heard it specifically in Austin. I've heard it in Denver. Austin and Denver. You've heard during the pandemic, a lot of people got pushed out because people who made more money in the other states came, worked remote, raised the prices because the price is this. Oh, well, we want it now. We're willing to pay more. Well, what you're willing to pay more now becomes a new standard. The house was selling for 80. We're going to buy it for 120. Well, everybody going to raise it for 120, raise it to 120 because they know somebody's willing to pay 120 for it. And other people come in and pay 120 because 120 ain't that bad to these people. But it used to be 80. So, man, that's what it is, man. You got to do that, man. You got to do that. Born in LA, left to NorCal because of illegal, stole my construction work. Oh, shit. Stole the construction work, man. Yeah, you know what? I don't see when you look at construction workers, you might see one black dude, one white dude, but you're mostly Mexicans. Yeah, you don't see a lot of everybody on the construction site. You don't. Construction site very, very uniform on the type of people they have working there. Now, everybody don't want to work outside. Everybody ain't good with their hands. However, the people who are out there doing it, it's the same kind of people. Go look up if you want to know about construction and why construction the way it is. Go look up the Bacon-Davis Act. Bacon-Davis Act. I forget what year it is, but go look up the Bacon-Davis Act, and it'll explain a whole lot about construction and why you see the people that you see on the side of the road. Yep, cheap labor. Oh, also, man, make sure you hit that like button, bro. Make sure you hit that like button, man. I appreciate you coming and dropping in tonight. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button from it. Cheap labor. Oh, yeah, everybody love cheap labor. Cheap labor is why all American companies have left. Cheap labor is why Apple, John Deere, you name it, you're going to see a factory out the country because it's cheap labor. Now, I mean, cheap labor makes sense, though. When you say, all right, I'm running a business. I'm trying to make as much money as I can. Should I pay people $15 an hour when I can pay people who can do it for $7.50? Now, the people who I'm paying $7.50, they're not living a terrible life. It's just where they live, they can live life at $7.50 an hour. Here in America, capitalism, you can't. So am I wrong for paying those people $7.50? No, because it helps you make more money over time. Now, if I stay and I pay people $15 an hour, double the rate, $7.50, $15, double the rate, what is the benefit to me and my company? Why should I stay in America, pay $15 an hour? I'm not getting superior work. I could get sued. I have to deal with a union. Why should I pay $15 an hour? Because isn't the goal to make as much money as I can? I'm not running a damn volunteer service. I'm not trying to make people happy, I'm trying to make some money. So does that make sense to pay $15 an hour, pay state taxes, unemployment insurance, the threat of getting sued, having to deal with the government, or Go international, pay $750, and not have to deal with all the same stuff. When you look at it from a business point, you're gonna go do $750. When you want to be a patriot, you're gonna say pay them $15 an hour. But when you go look at your balance sheet and go talk with the team, it's like, damn, does it make sense to pay $15 an hour? And it does not. It does not make sense. And that's why people go overseas for the labor, because it's cheaper, like Josh said. Cheap labor. The labor is cheap. Come on, man. You're gonna pay less. Look, this cheap now, bro. If I can pay and get the same service, if you see it in Walmart for 25 and it's on Amazon for 13, I'm gonna wait them 2 days. It's the same stuff. I don't see why not. I don't see why not. Corporations are screwing over everyone in the plant, i.e., my decent Tijuana. Yeah, man. Yes, a lot. You know what? It's funny because a lot of companies have moved down to Mexico. They have, but you know what? They don't tell you all this. You don't know about you just say, "Oh, I like this product. I'm getting this. I'm getting that." Nah, man. A lot of companies are going down to Mexico because that labor is cheap, and we're losing jobs here. We're losing jobs when now I know Trump ran on, hey, bring American jobs back. I don't know what happened with that, but mm, I don't know. You say bring American jobs back, but here's the thing with American jobs. A lot of American jobs require math and science, and American schools are not pushing math and science. You have a lot of the best coders and a lot of the best talent out the country. We're not a country that's pushing, math, science, and being superior as an educational nation. We're not doing that. We're not. Last person that ran on education was George Bush, and that was leave no child behind. That was the last president. Obama didn't run on no education. Trump didn't run on no education. Biden didn't run on no education. Forgiving student loans is great, but that's not talking about education. That's not talking about kids in schools. You're not running on, hey, let's get kids new lap. Let's have every child a laptop. Let's have every child a tablet. Let's have every child reading by 15. Let's have every child be able to do reading, writing, and arithmetic. Let's teach every kid coding. Nobody's running on that. Nobody's running on that shit. We got a bunch of dumbasses running around that are on TikTok. However, that's cool. But if the algorithm swings and your money dry up and you don't have no real skill set out here, how are you going to make some money? Look, because it's cool to be an influencer, but you're playing the game, because if your numbers go down because they change the algorithm and you don't have a real audience and your sponsors go away, you're hurting. You're out of gas. You're out of gas. Mr. Allen TV. Now that's crazy. It is crazy. It is crazy. Bet I can get that loan that much. I don't think you can, man. Listen, if you go into a bank, try to get $150,000 loan, they're going to find something wrong with you, man. But my question is this: how much is a illegal alien making to get a home loan? The bank, a lot of y'all have homes or try to get a home. The bank they want to look damn near in your asshole to see what you got going on to get a home loan. They want to look in your ass. Let me see what's in your ass to get a home loan. The bank want to be all up in you. So damn it, you got a person that just moved here. How long have they been here? And they can run off and go home. They mess around and skip the mortgage payment. They can go back. Hey, you're a United States citizen. You're not leaving anywhere. You're an illegal alien. Well, shit, I'm not going to pay the mortgage. I'm going to haul ass and go home. What you going to do about that? So what are the banks going to do about that? What are they going to do about that? And that's our tax dollars. Our money. Whatever. All right, man. I'm done with this. We'll probably pick this up. We might pick up on it because I'm curious where the money coming from. I got to know where the tax dollars coming from. It's got to be coming from somewhere. And why would you give $150,000 to illegal aliens? I want to know. It's got to make sense. I wish Mexico would buy me a place on the beach there. Me too, man. We all want a spot on the beach. Mexico's nice, man, but Mexico is not as cheap as what it used to be, especially not Cancun. Cancun is not what it used to be. No, it's still a good time, but it ain't cheap. You're gonna pay. You got to go out. You gotta go out. You got to go out if you want to get the cheap prices on Cancun. But let's take a quick break. We're gonna go do some interesting news. We'll be right back in a second. But hold up, it's crazy. And some banks want you to have money in reserves depending on how big on the house. Yeah, man. Listen, that home ownership is for upper middle class. It's not for everybody. Or now I do think everybody can own a home. I just don't think you can own it where you might want to own it. You might have to go in the middle of nowhere to get that house, but you can get it. You just got to go somewhere where it ain't that many people. That's where you got to go. All right. So let's go to interesting news, and we're gonna come right back. Oh man, I'm still working on the Brazil video, but to get y'all warmed up for it, take a look at this, and we'll be right back. It is time for interesting news. Who's acting a damn fool today? Let's see. Oh yeah, this hot topic right now. Yes, I'm sure if you haven't heard about this story, you will. JD Vance tells Kamala Harris to go to hell after her campaign takes an aim at Trump over Arlington incident. Republican Vice President nominee JD Vance, I don't trust that guy. I don't trust him. He got that. He got look like that. I wear a white hood in him. He just look like he wear a white hood in him. He just got that look to him. JD Vance says Kamala Harris can go to hell on Wednesday if she wanted to criticize, since she wanted to criticize President Trump for attending ceremony honoring the 13 fallen service members who died for attending a 13 members who died in Afghanistan withdrawal. Vance's swipe came after Trump's campaign reportedly got into an altercation with cemetery official at the Arlington National Cemetery who tried to stop him from filming and photographing in Section 60, the burial site of the military personnel killed while fighting in Afghanistan. See, once again, that ain't got nothing to do with no policy. That's just some personal shit. That ain't got nothing to do with us. Okay, great. Whatever. What y'all gonna do about immigration, these loans, schools, taxes, what else? Damn. Got a lot of problems out here. A lot of problems out here. I mean, I'm concerned about education. What y'all gonna do about education? Because you got a lot of fools out here. Kids ain't going to school like they used to. What are they gonna do about that? Now, the fact that he told her to go to hell, that's verbal abuse. Now, look at him. This guy's already telling people to go to hell. He's not in yet. So him and Trump telling people to go to hell, ain't no telling what they're gonna do. They get in office. They talking like that. We don't need that foolishness back in office. Now, I don't know. I'm interested to see what her response is. If any, she's a classy lady. She's probably not going to say anything, or she's probably going to have something cool. Somebody going to write her a nice joke to say, but it's probably not going to be nothing. But I'm curious to see about these debates. I am curious to see about these debates because I need to know what the hell is going on. But I also want to know what's all the policies, because every time I go to the voting booth, I see a lot of stuff that I'm voting for that I've never seen before. So this year, before I go to the voting booth, I want to make sure I know what the hell I'm voting for, and I've researched it. Because a lot of times you just check yes or no, yes or no. You don't know what the hell you're researching. You don't know what the hell they're talking about. You just go in there and vote. Like, shit, we're paying a tax on something. I'm like, I didn't vote for this. Yeah, I did. But see, they don't make it clear. They don't make it clear. You only get one line. Raise taxes on homeowners insurance and elephant. What? What the hell are y'all talking about? Next thing you know, you're paying $5.99 taxes on a hamburger that's $1.50. You gotta pay attention what the hell you voting on. They're trying to screw you over. I'm trying to tell you. All right, next story. This is crazy. This is ridiculous. And I don't go here, but I don't see how these folks are still in business. I don't see how they're still in business. Subway cash-strapped franchisees revolt over $6.99 footlong deal advising opt-out. I already read this story. Look, so here's what they're doing. For some reason, the dumbasses at Subway think you can stay in business selling subs a foot long for $7. I go to Jersey Mike's. They don't even have a 6-inch foot long. They have regular, large, and extra large. A regular is about $13, and a large is $19. So they're selling sub for 13 and 19. So what Subway is selling one sub for, I mean, excuse me, damn it. Yeah, Jersey Mike's, they're selling sub for $13. They're selling one for $7.99. So you're not gonna make any money. And then as a franchisee, you gotta pay royalties to Subway 10% no matter what, even if you make money or not, which is a terrible deal. Like when we're not making any money and they're keeping you from making money by keep offering these subs at $7.99. Listen, if the subs have been this cheap, they're not that good. They're not that. Who really goes to Subway? Who really goes to Subway? Okay, who's going to Subway? I used to work at Subway. Stopped going years ago. Just stopped going. It just sucks. It's better out there. I like Quiznos, but you don't find Quiznos that much. Nobody's going to Subway like that. I mean, come on. Who's going? There's so much better food out there. I will go to Chipotle 10 times before I go to Subway. You got Jersey Mike's. You got Jimmy John's. I don't like Jimmy John's. They selves are cold as hell. Jimmy John's don't have no grill. They just give you that cold ass house sub. I'm like, man, I can make this at home. I don't want this. This is terrible. Jimmy John's, and then you have Quiznos, and then you have Firehouse Sub. All those folks, I think Firehouse Subs they're about $8, $9. But all those folks sell subs better than Subway. And Subway has too many franchises, and it doesn't make sense for a franchisee to get in, because if you're going to force me now, okay, I take that back. They did sign a agreement 2 years ago for franchisees to opt out. They can opt out the $7.99 deal and just keep on doing what they're doing. Fair enough. Now, one guy was saying, oh, I have a $7.99 deal. I've got so much traffic through here. I made a lot of money. But everybody's not going to do that. And you're losing money. You got to still pay for the ingredients. You got to pay your overhead. You got to pay your salaries. You got to pay your insurance. You got to pay the rent. And you got to pay Subway a franchise fee. And you're only selling sandwiches. You can't sell nothing else. It's not like you can sell chicken. It's not like y'all got a sub that you can get up to $19. You can't. And you're bottoming out your prices. Think about it. When somebody sells you something too cheap, too long, you're not going to pay more for it. Drop a comment right now. Drop a comment right now. If Facebook or Instagram started charging you a monthly fee to continue to use it, who's staying on? Who's staying on there? Who's going to get on? Who's going to stay on Facebook or Instagram if they started charging you $5 a month? $5 a month. And if you pay for the year, we'll give it to you for $100 instead of the whole, $130, $120. Who's doing it? Who is doing it? Nobody. Because you've been conditioned to get that stuff for free. And once you get conditioned to get something for free, you're no longer going to pay. So you're not paying that. Subway's trash. Nobody's getting that. Nobody's doing that right now. Twitter doing it right now. What's Twitter doing right now? I don't tweet. Let me know, Josh, what's Twitter doing right now? Yeah, Subway. Trash. Subway's trash. Anybody still eating Subway? Has anybody been to Subway the last 6 months? Oh, right, with the blue check mark. Yes, they're trying to upgrade. But if you couldn't get on Twitter at all for free, you had to pay the $5. Oh no, nah. I think everything gonna shut down, man. I'm not paying. Once you get conditioned to get something for free, it has to be amazing for you to start paying, especially if you can get it somewhere else. Like, nah, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. All right, what's our next story? Next story. Shake Shack, another fast food story. Shake Shack is closing 25 locations in LA after the state's minimum wage hike. I'm trying to figure out which one because they just opened one by where I stay at. So Shake Shack is closing 5 stores in Los Angeles because they're paying people $20 an hour. And look, they pay $20 an hour, but they can't raise the price of the burgers. I'm on both sides of the fence. I think people should be paid more money, but I also think if you want more money, you should go find a new job that pays what you want. I also think that to have raised the minimum wage that quickly on companies and them not having a time to absorb the shock is another thing. It's another thing. So yes, they make billions of dollars and shit like that, but hey, it is what it is. They're not telling me which locations. Oh yeah, Rubio's Grill closed 48 locations, 134 at the end by the end of May. Let me tell you who else is closed, man, because the economy is really jacked up. 99-cent stores only in Los Angeles has closed. Bed Bath & Beyond has closed. Shake Shack is closing. I do believe who else is closed? Those are the ones I know closed for sure. They closed for sure. But people are really folding, man. People are really folding and they can't hang. They can't hang. And that's it. You gotta go. You fold, you close. Um, who else? I think I don't know if Best Buy is gonna make it another 10 years, but I do know people like to come in and buy stuff. They're gonna always have to price match Amazon. Walmart's going nowhere. Walmart will be here. Walmart will be here forever. Walmart's never going anywhere. Walmart, nah. Walmart's not going there. And look at Amazon. Amazon has come along and taken up a huge market share of Walmart. Amazon, I mean, Walmart's still number one because they get that stuff cheap. You can walk in there, buy your groceries and food. Yes, you get a lot of stuff off Amazon, but you're not buying steaks, chicken, juice, biscuits, and cheese off of Amazon. But you get it all. You can get it all in Walmart. Walmart's one-stop shop. I can furnish my house and get me some steaks and some Pampers for your baby, all in one stop, and get you some pants for Friday night because the pants you got currently are ugly as fuck. You're like, I'm gonna give you some new pants because these ones I got are ugly. You can get all that at Walmart. You can't do that anywhere else. Walmart reigns supreme. Good luck trying to kick Walmart's ass. You can't do it. And low prices. Now, even Target, they don't have a ton of super Targets out there. They don't have a ton of, and when you do go to Target, Target's grocery section is nothing compared to Walmart, nothing at all. So, shout out to Walmart. I love Walmart. I get a lot of content in Walmart. I go to Walmart, shoot, get my content, and all that good stuff. So, what y'all think about this illegal thing, man? What y'all think? Now, what else do you think they will do? What else do you think they do? You think they're gonna mess around and let them go to college for free? Oh no, we got to burn. I'm going to the street. I'm taking to the streets. I'm going to Capitol Hill. I'll be damned. I'll be damned. You let an illegal immigrant go to college for free. That's not happening, especially with Americans strapped with student loan debt. No, nah, you can't go to college for free, baby. No. I'm gonna be down there with my sign. No free college. No free college. I had to pay. So do you. No, I can't let that happen, man. But at the end of the day, as an American, you don't want nobody imposing on your rights. You don't want nobody imposing on your rights. You're the man. Thank you, Mr. Hall. Thank you. You don't want nobody. I'm going to allow the illegals to vote. Oh, I'm like, what, Josh? Hell no. I know Josh. Yeah, that had to be tough. I said, no, you're not, Josh. I know you're not going to do that. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not going to let them vote. They're not. Yes, that was a typo. Yes, they let them vote. Yes, I also read a story. They let some illegal immigrants on the board of the council, like on a council board down at the city. Man, them people went down there and cussed them out. You're the reason that Trump has a big following because you do shit like this. Them people were mad. I mean, listen, how you gonna have some people come on your baseball team? We've been playing baseball all week, all season long. You let some new kids that suck come in and put them in the starting lineup. I don't think so. And they didn't even have to pay. No. And they're not even good. No. That's not going to work. Listen, people don't like to get screwed, man. We as Americans don't like to get screwed. Nobody does. Nobody wants to get screwed over. Nobody want to deal with that. It don't feel good. It ain't fun. We don't like that. We don't like that. So that's what it boils down to. Americans don't want to get screwed over. Neither do I, nor should you. So make sure you go out and vote. Make sure you understand what you're voting for. Make sure you understand what you're voting for. Know what's on that ballot before you go. It's not going to just be Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. It's going to be a lot of other stuff on there that you got to vote for that you need to understand because those laws go into effect that January. They really do. So make sure you understand the laws that you're voting for because they also ask you for, different policies, different taxes that they want to add, this stuff that they want to take away. Make sure you pay attention to all that stuff because they'll get slick on you and they'll try to take something from you that you really want. And you don't want that. All right, everybody. This has been a Wednesday rant. This was a good one. This was a good one, y'all. This was good. This was good. Also, thank you for tuning in, man. I appreciate it. Hit the like button. Hit the comment button. If you want to donate to Black Kung Fu, baby. We always love donations. Donations feel like Christmas gifts. Ooh, I love them. All right. Make sure you go to cheapnotbroke.com. I've been seeing y'all go to the website, y'all. I appreciate it. I've been seeing y'all go to the website. Go to cheapnotbroke.com. Grab you some merch. Grab you a hat. Grab you a shirt. And get to work. Get to saving that money. Get to living life at your price. Cheapnotbroke.com. That's what you got to do. All right. Oh, you can also got the super chat. You got super chat over there. Hit that super chat, please. Super chat is right there for you. There's also Black Kung Fu. Super chat. Bam. That's what we got going on. So we're going to be back tomorrow, and we're going to talk some more illegal immigrant stuff. We're going to talk some more illegal immigrant stuff because it was a good conversation tonight. I'm going to go figure out where's the money coming from. We're going to talk about it a little bit tomorrow. Not all show, but a little bit. We'll talk about it a little bit tomorrow, okay? So listen, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow night, Thursday night. Shit, I got a baseball game. We're going to make it work. Might be in a location, but we're going to make it work. We're going to be here tomorrow going live. All right. So y'all make sure y'all tune in tomorrow. Check out the show. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow night, live, same time, same place. Oh, Mexico are working for cheap. You dang right they are. Mexico is working for cheap. But when you go down there, it's not as cheap as it used to be. It's definitely not. Nope. Costs a little more money to be there. Like, hey, but hey, inflation, right? Inflation. All right, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow night. Take care.